Sally Metcalfe, played by Sally Dinver, was sent to prison after being found guilty at her fraud trial earlier this year, but her husband Tim Metcalfe, Joe Dine, has promised to get her out. Tim is hoping to find evidence which proves Duncan Radfield, Nicholas Gleaves, conned the former Weatherfield mayor into handing over £40,000 charity money. However, the Coronation Street resident will put his wife's freedom at great risk when Duncan is ran over during their epic showdown. Drama unfolds when Tim learns Sally has been beaten up in prison by wicked inmate Marcia and takes it upon himself to dig up dirt on Duncan to get her home in the new year. Also, Gina gets involved too by calling on Imran Habib, Charlie DeMello, to summon Duncan to his office, while she breaks into his flat to find evidence to prove Sally's innocence. After Gina follows Duncan to a phone box, where she discovers some incriminating information, which should expose him. Unfortunately, when Tim presents the evidence to the police, they say it is not enough to exonerate Sally and insists they need an actual confession from Duncan for her to go free. Later, Tim and Sophie Webster, Brooke Vincent, contact Duncan's daughter, Olivia, and eventually realize she could help oust the schemer. When Duncan discovers Olivia's involvement, he is furious. However, Tim decides to continue using her to force a confession out of him, but things quickly escalate and turn violent between the two men, leading to Duncan fleeing the scene. When Tim catches up to him, he lunges at Duncan, who is then hit by a passing car. Will Duncan survive the accident? Also, has Tim just made things 1,000 times worse for Sally by playing a part in the crash? It was previously reported Sally would be freed in the new year after it is revealed Duncan's wife, May, is not dead, but is living in Costa Rica. In addition, the money Duncan fleeced from Sally was sent over to Central America, according to The Sun. The publication claims Sally will be freed in early 2019 after Coronation Street bosses were inspired by the real-life story of John Darwin. John Darwin faked his own death in a canoeing accident in 2002, fooling the police and his sons, Mark and Anthony. He had relocated to Panama with his wife, Anne, who collected his life insurance claim, but later admitted to a string of fraud charges totaling nearly £250,000. Koi writers seem to have read up on John Darwin and written a similar story for the soap, a source told the newspaper. Just like John's fake death and eventual appearance in Panama, Duncan's wife May ends up in somewhat similar circumstances. Coronation Street continues Monday on ITV at 7:30 p.m. and 8:30 p.m.